2013, I did something that I'd always been thinking about and wondering about. I picked up the phone. I called the chaplain at the state penitentiary and I said, "Gal, geez, do you think there's anything I could do out there?" And he said yes. And I thought, oops. And that began a journey that I never would have expected would change my life.
I am helping out, putting all my skills to use that I've acquired throughout the years, and I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy helping out here at Ministry of the Margins.
I went to the state penitentiary. I went in there to do a faith group. 8 gates, opened, closed, opened, closed. And my mind kept thinking, this is not a good idea. And then they opened and closed.
If other people need any help, they can come down, get food, clothes, and meet other people and make friends down here. And sometimes they'll help with phone calls and phone, but mostly it's clothing and food that they help with.
Suddenly, out of one of the hallways, I hear, "Hey, Sister Kay!" And it was a young man who had been a 3rd grade student of mine when I taught. So I went a little further. A guy came out who was big and had worked out, it was covered with tattoos, and would scare me until he said, "Hey, sister." And it was a young man whose dad had been a colleague of mine when I was a college professor. As we turned for the sign of peace during Mass, another guy says, "How's Shannon?" Shannon's my niece. And this was a man who had dated my niece when they were in high school. Well, of course I said, "Oh, she's so happily married," but I'll say hi.
Ministry on the Margins is good people. They help people in need, so we're helping move them to another building.
And I left the prison that night. And I sat in the car and I wept. Everything that I had thought was the way the world was. Who was good, who was bad, what families had family members in prison, who didn't, where were the people that needed help, and who were the people that were going to be the helpers.
Now I'm working for these guys. Since Kathleen is a pretty awesome boss, and I want to keep working for these guys.
And I sat in the car and I wept. And I knew that I would return to that prison, and I would return to the people that I had met there. We all mutually are in need of help and are the helpers. And that is the beginning, and that's the foundation of Ministry on the Margins.